Well, boys, here we are. We finally got our Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. Now, this is a big one for your boy here because I've been a big fan of these games for a long time. Now, you see, this isn't a still image. I am currently in the loading screen. This is, I am waiting to play. But that's okay, because most importantly, it gives us time to pull out our modern gaming bingo card. We're starting out a little spicy here on this game with 100GB install size, typical, made on Unreal Engine 5, and I'm also playing this on the 28th because I'm not paying the extra $20, $30 to play early. Let's hop into the game. I'm hoping to not uncover a bingo with this one because I'm hoping for the best. Oh, we're moving, boys. Oh, well, I don't know what's up with these black bars, but I'm praying there's some ultra-wide support. I'm going to play on the maximum quality and push my computer and this game to its limit. What am I seeing? Why can I not read? What the fuck? It's safe to say this game is not a fan of 32-inch ultra-wide monitors. I guess I'm just gonna go with that. Let's see how this goes. I apologize, this probably looks extremely awful for you right now. Okay, I have fixed my screen, and now let's go through these. Yes, I'm just gonna play 60 FPS. 2 more strikes off the board, no ultra-wide support is super lame, and having 60 FPS cap in 2025 is just so abhorrent. Alright, I think I'm good to go.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two. East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete. News. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
It's nice to see how good the characters look, and they also sound incredible.
So
this
what
is
exactly
feeling
is this
pretty
wonderful
good so
mission?
far.
A certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities.
Remember when games had nice plots? It takes 5 seconds to get invested in this. You will love Metal Gear Solid 3. And if this one's bad, you gotta at least go play the old one. Now, I'm gonna have my specs on the top right here, but I seem to be getting 60 FPS steady with FSR. This is on 1440p as well, and when I take it off, I'm probably getting around 40 to 60 in some spots. It's not great. Unreal Engine 5 truly shining. Now, I really wanted to cross off high spec requirements for this one, although to be fair, they aren't that bad. I just think that you're probably not going to have a great time if you're running these specs. Although, I am curious what the console scene is looking like. Major warning if you're planning on playing Metal Gear Solid 3, the game runs terribly, with PS5's Xbox rendering at 720p to 1080p at 30 to 50 FPS in performance mode. Another disastrous Unreal Engine 5 release. I don't even want to know what the quality mode would get.
Those explosive barrels all conspire to tank that frame rate during combat, and we're more realistically operating at between 30 to 50 FPS. I've taken the more run and gun approach in this case, but even sticking to stealth, this does sadly fall outside the VRR window on PS5. In comparing the two PS5 machines directly with a matched route, the base model is enjoying up to a +7 FPS advantage over Pro hardware.
Excuse me, what? How do you manage to make it run better on the older console? I'm enjoying the game right now, but I'm seeing way too many comments. Like this one is 54 FPS at 1080p on my 4070. What the fuck is this, Konami? Lol, I love that my 5090 won't even get 60 FPS at 4K. Oof. 1 hour, 9 crashes. Game bricks my PC if I breathe too hard. Thanks, Konami, for ruining this legendary Hideo game. Legendary game, garbage optimization. I don't understand how you had the most impressive physics engine for its time and completely discard it for Unreal Engine 5. I have a 4070 and it's sub 40 FPS on medium. Seriously, get your shit straight. You can't charge $70 and then refuse to do the bare minimum when Metal Gear Solid 5 is a decade old and looks near identical to this game, especially in terms of quality and runs amazing even on the most outdated hardware. I've heard enough, boys. I'm gonna go play the shit out of this game. Then let's get right back to that bingo card. Alright, just like that, it's been 6 hours and I've played the shit out of this game. I'm excited to rip through this one because there's lots of good and there's lots of bad. Well, boys, the good news is that we didn't get any more strikes on our modern gaming board. Thank God there is no unnecessary messaging or bullshit. It's basically just Metal Gear Solid 3 but with good graphics. And the AI was pretty good too, but the bad thing, I almost want to cross off high spec requirements. And I won't because they're not that high, but good fucking luck playing this game with those recommended specs. I mentioned in the past how atrocious it is nowadays, the state that video games come in, especially on Unreal Engine 5. Everybody knows this. I couldn't even imagine going to buy a PS5 and the advertisements like, yeah, you could play all the new games at 120 FPS, brand new. But every single game just blows on console. Alright, not every single game. I need to not crash out right now. But the new games, especially if it's Unreal Engine 5, they struggle to even hit 60 half the time. And with the specs of my PC, a game like this should run at 100 plus FPS at 1440p. There is no reason for it to run this garbage. And it's sad too when you consider that this year Expedition 33 came out, which is made on Unreal Engine 5, and that game runs smooth as it can be. Even with the somewhat high system requirements, it shows that Unreal Engine 5 can work. If somebody's attempting to play this game on a 4070 Super, and their game crashes 7 times, and they can't even get above 45 FPS on medium, there is a huge problem. Another thing I wanted to mention too is this game looks good, but it doesn't look that good. Like, this game doesn't look nearly as good as Expedition 33. I don't even think this game looks as good as Black Myth Wukong, but it doesn't look bad. You'll love to see how they just sacrifice their performance in order for their game to look slightly better. Some more shade I want to throw at Konami is how this game is $93 Canadian plus tax, just for the base game. Why the hell is there any remake ever that costs more than a brand new game? That shit should be straight up illegal. It really sucks because if you have a lot of money and you have a high-end PC, this game is really fucking fun. It's everything we love about the old Metal Gear Solid 3, but with way better weapon handling and smarter AI, way clearer audio. This is a definite must-play if you're a fan of the series. I just wish most people would talk about these issues more because it doesn't seem to be affecting the Steam performance whatsoever. I guess we'll just have to wait for Unreal Engine 6 till people get really pissed off. I don't recommend buying this game right now unless you are just starving for a new game. Unlike lazy studios that release unoptimized garbage just because they want to get it out. No ultra-wide support, 60 FPS cap, and the game runs like you're playing on a PS3 half the time. To be honest, if all these issues disappeared and the game was slightly cheaper, I would recommend it to pretty much every single person I know that enjoys single-player games. Let me know if you're enjoying it down below because it is a good time. It's just... man, this shit needs to stop. But anyways, you have a great evening, and I'll see you later.